Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be on drugstore makeup that really did not work out for me. I actually have like a little stash that I kept to the side, and then every time something didn't work out for me, I just put it in that stash, and I was left with this little bucket of makeup that just didn't really work out for me, and hopefully doing a video for you guys and maybe saving you some money for products that didn't work for me. And you know the usual disclaimer, something that didn't work for me works for you. It doesn't mean everyone's wrong and everybody's terrible and everything's bad. It just means we're different people and things just work out differently for different people. I've been doing these videos for a long time. By the way, I just got back from Necker Island with Benefit Cosmetics. Thank you, Benefit. That was so much fun. We went on a little brand trip. If you follow me on Snapchat, girl, you were already in the inn and you already know all that went down. It was cry. It's always just so much fun to go on those trips and be able to spend time with other YouTubers and people that work on the same projects and like in the same industry as you. It's just so much fun to connect and be able to party and hang out and get to know these people. So just a little life update, letting you guys know what's going on in my life. And I am back with a lot of other projects that I'm working on currently, and it's going to be a big year for 2017. It's going to be also a big year for 2018. I'm already working on a couple of things for that. That's enough rambling because we're going to be doing a lot of chit-chatting in this video, so let's go ahead and jump right in and get started. So let's get started. By the way, I did a drugstore favorites video recently. I'll link down below if you want to see some products that did work out for me from the drugstore. Check that out. So first we'll get started with this weird little Sugar Mama Baba. I already lost like the lid to it, but it has a clicky close lid. This is the Physicians Formula Translucent Light Powder, and I really wanted this to work out because it has the same feel as the Laura Mercier powder. It's not like super translucent where it flashes back. But I wore it, and at the end of the day, my makeup was like breaking up into pieces. I think it was a combination of this as well as the makeup that I had on underneath my skin. But just like as a total, it was just like a big for me. The powder, it looked pretty on my skin. It just wasn't long wearing whatsoever. And like setting your makeup is kind of what you do to help it stay and be long wearing and not slough away. And it was sloughing everywhere. And I swear to you guys, I looked at my forehead that night in the mirror. I was like, makeup was like broken up, and that doesn't really happen to me. Like I don't really deal with my makeup breaking up on my skin a lot, so I'm not gonna recommend that to you guys. Okay, the next product that didn't really work out for me, the product I didn't like despise. I wasn't like, I hate you. You know what I mean? I didn't love it. I thought it was a little gimmicky. I know you guys love when I say that word. You love it. This is the Almay Healthy Glow. This is a makeup plush a gradual tanner, so it's super innovative and cool. And then whenever you pop it off, actually half of this bottle is a foundation and the other half is the gradual tanner, SPF 20, the whole works. But honestly, I wasn't obsessed with the foundation on my skin. It just was a little heavy feeling, and then with all the sunscreen in it, it was much. It felt greasy and heavy, honestly, and it didn't wear. It wasn't long wearing. The product I just wasn't loving, and I'm not going to recommend to you guys. It wasn't the worst thing ever, but it was just very heavy, greasy feeling on my skin. And on top of that, so half of it is the gradual tanner, the other half is the foundation. And I promise you, I pumped it like 30 times before the gradual tanner side came out, and I was even beating it like, come on. And then finally, after I'd used like half the bottle, just pumping it out, trying to get them to come out together, it came out. So I had wasted half of the foundation side just to get the self-tanner side to come out, which in my opinion, that's a big flop. That's a major waste in product, especially because Almay is not the like most affordable side of the drugstore. You know what I'm saying? Another product that didn't work out for me is from Essence Beauty, and I mentioned these a while back, like in a haul video or just like reviewing some drugstore products from Essence. By the way, my luggage is like floating around the world right now. I don't have it, so I don't have my extensions, and I feel like my hair is a little flat today, and it's because I don't have my extensions. My extensions are in my luggage, along with everything else. Rabbit trail. Anyways, these are called a liquid lipstick from Essence Beauty. It says it right here, liquid lipstick. And so I bought these, and I was like, holy crap, these are like so affordable. They're cute, they're tiny, they're pretty colors. A liquid lipstick, yes. So I bought them and tried them out. They're literally a lip gloss. There's nothing liquid lipstick about these. And I even get the whipped liquid lipsticks that you put on, and it's still like kind of a liquid lipstick, but it's whipped and it's not kissable. And then there's the liquid lipsticks like I'm wearing today, where it's like an actual drying matte down liquid lipsticks. And then there's these, this is a flat out lip gloss. And I'm like, why would you call this a liquid lipstick when that's not what it is? And that's the only thing that like gets me about these. I'm just like, I feel like your consumer would be more happy with the product if it said lip gloss, because that's what they're actually getting. And I feel like your consumer, you know, seeing liquid lipstick, definitely don't expect like a pure lip gloss to be the result. So I just thought that was so silly and misleading of the product. I do like the lip gloss. It's super heavy pigmented, so you could wear it alone. I just thought the name of it and all, it just needs to be redone, because I thought it was just super misleading, and I don't recommend that to you guys unless you want a lip gloss, but that's like confusing, if you get what I'm saying. So just a heads up on that. Just throwing that information out there into the world. Now you know. Okay, what is next? I have like quite a few products here, so let's just keep going. Next up is a product that I kind of used to love, but I don't want to say I wasn't experienced in makeup. I just want to say that I hadn't played with a lot of compact of concealers and cream products. So I thought this was a really good one until I started playing with other ones, and I was like, oh, girl, this ain't that good. Then this is the NYX Correct Conceal Contour Palette. Definitely dabbled in the concealer more than the contour, because the contour is too dark for me. But this product right here is like cake. It literally, when I dig into it, feels like rubber almost. It's so thick, and it's very hard to get blended out on your skin. I definitely am doing a lot of pressure with my finger, but could you imagine a brush trying to blend this out? You would definitely have to mix it with some type of elixir or something to get this cake blended out. All in reality, e.l.f. makes a super affordable cream contour palette, and they're much more blendable and soft than this. I mean, the coverage is super heavy, but just like the usage of the product is like impossible. And I think it looks a little muddy and thick on the skin because of the thickness of the quality of it. So the actual product, I just don't care for, and I don't recommend to you guys. So don't say I didn't tell you. Dishwasher poop. The next product, while we're talking about cream contour and all that jazz, is the opposite of the situation. This is by Jordana Cosmetics. This is Sculpt and Go, and I actually have their highlighting stick like this, and I love it. It's super soft, very beautiful, blends out easy, and this product blends out super easy, and I actually adore. The color of this contour is seriously perfect for my skin tone. It's so pretty, but then once I started blending it out onto my skin, it almost vanished into nothing. So this product was kind of a waste of money, although it was literally so affordable. I think I paid like $3 for this. So the good thing about the product is that it blends out so freaking easy, but the bad thing is like it disappeared on my skin. I feel like my brush or beauty blender just sucks it right up, and it just like disappears off of your face because the product doesn't have a lot of pigmentation in it. So it's kind of a waste of money. The highlight one's amazing. Get the highlighting one, not the contouring one, and that's all I'm going to say about it. The next product I'm going to talk to you guys about are these little balls. From e.l.f. Cosmetics. These are just natural, and it's supposed to just add a little color to your skin. You can use them kind of like a bronzer. However, they have like blush, highlight, and bronzers one. It's just like a mixed product that you can... Oh, Lord, I just dropped one. I'll be sure to step on that later. It's just so gimmicky. Like, it's silly because the product has no pigmentation whatsoever. I've beaten my brush down in here, and it does nothing. You get nothing on your skin. This is a waste of money. Like, this is nothing. This is the balls of nothing. It's kind of silly. I remember, like, back in the day, these used to be really popular. I think Too Faced made one. They were a little more pigmented, but these used to be popular, and now they're just, like, silly. You know what I mean? Just give me some pressed powder, girl, and let's roll with it. Next up is a BB concealer from Physicians Formula, and it has, like, this similar to the Milani top with, like, the sponge and the whole... Let me show you why I don't care for it. Do you see what I just poured out? Like, that's so gross. I mean, you obviously have to shake it, but still, the product is so wet and greasy. That's why I don't care for it. Like, no. It separates underneath my eyes, and it doesn't really crease because it's just so wet. So it just more so, like, falls apart and separates under my eyes, and it's just, like, gross, honestly. There's too much grease in this product. I mean, obviously, that super wet squirt. Ew, that sounds so gross. More so it needed to be shaken up, but that's just like a prime example about like what's in the product. It's just like so oily and greasy, and it's pretty gross to put on the under eye. I don't like the sponge. As you can see, I just squirted it on my hand and would like dot it on my under eye, but I was like, oh, so heavy. I only used it a couple of times, and I was like, girl, we are done with this product. We are done. Okay, the next product that has been around for a minute now, and I'm still not loving it. And whenever I first, got it, I was like, it's okay. It's pretty good. Like, it's a decent drugstore palette. But reality is this palette is $20, and I just don't think it's worth the price. The more that I fiddle with it and the more that I see it, I avoid using it. And it is the Le Palette 2 by L'Oreal. This palette is honestly, for lack of better words, a bit of a ripoff. It's because of the price. I just don't get why it's $20. Like, that's not fair drugstore pricing, in my opinion. If drugstore pricing keeps going that way, they're no longer, I mean, why not just go to Sephora, you know? That's just my opinion. And the mattes are super pigmented until you start to, like, rub them out. Okay, are you ready? And then you deal with the patchiness. My finger's even patchy from swatching it. They are the patchiest matte eyeshadows. And, like, the finger swatches, you're like, ooh, yes, color. And then you just do a real nice swatch. Work really hard on blending that out. I'm going to show you my finger and my hand. Like, do you see blotches and patchiness? It's a joke. And then the shimmers, honestly, don't have that much pigmentation. I don't think it's, like, the worst thing you could ever use, you know? But it's just very hard to blend out. And I feel like now we have better options at the drugstore. NYX makes great eyeshadows. e.l.f. has came out with a couple of things with great eyeshadows. Wet n Wild's really affordable eyeshadow palettes that's nowhere near $20 is fabulous. The mattes are fabulous in it. These, they feel so soft. But yeah, when you blend them out, they're just a patchy nightmare, and the shimmers have no pigment. So I definitely don't recommend this to you guys. That's a joke to me, in my opinion. The product that didn't work out for me was one from Maybelline. This is their Brightening Creamy Concealer. And a lot of people, whenever I said I didn't like this in the past, because I think I've mentioned it before, they're like, Laura, it's not supposed to cover dark circles. It's just supposed to brighten. But then I did research, and yes, it says it's supposed to cover dark circles. Okay? It does not cover anything. It's a great product to contour with if you want to get like a darker one and like cream contour with. They blend out super easy, and actually the product like doesn't disappear as you blend it out. It just doesn't have coverage. So if you want to contour with it and just add some dimension to your face, maybe get a couple shades darker than your skin tone, do some contouring, have a good day with it, that's fine. But actually, like, using it to cover dark circles, that was a hard no for me. Girl, my bags were darker than ever. They were just peering right through. It was just something that is not for this girl right here. Yeah. I just don't recommend. I just don't know. I don't know. The next product I'm going to mention to you guys, you're probably going to like slaughter me for saying I don't like it, because every time I say I don't like it, people do, but that's fine. You know, that's okay. This is the Baked Blush. This is the Baked Highlighter from e.l.f. And people, you know, this is super affordable. It doesn't work. And people say, oh, Laura, you're doing it wrong. You have to wet it. Like, nothing. You have to wet it for it to work. And then I wet it and it still doesn't work. And they're like, oh, Laura, you have to scrape the top off for it to work. And I'm like, girl, I'm done. If I have to do that many things to get it to work, why wouldn't I just go buy the Wet n Wild Petals highlight that works fabulously, about the same price, and you don't have to do anything to it to get it to work? And then that's just my opinion on it. I just think you have to do so much to this to even get any color to come off of it that it's just like, no. So I don't recommend the e.l.f. Baked Highlighters. And the last product that didn't work out for me was a primer. This one is from CoverGirl. This is the primer for oily skin. And during the summertime, my skin gets just a little bit greasy around the forehead area. And so I thought this product would be great because it's super lightweight, but at the same time, by the time I rubbed it out, literally it has like no oil control in it. It like did nothing to like help the oil issue out. It feels a little bit greasy, honestly, and I'm like, what? I mean, it feels super lightweight at the same time, but it almost has like this very thin, sheer glaze to it that feels a little bit greasy, which already had me on edge, and then my forehead was just as greasy as it was any other day. So as a primer, this did nothing specifically great. It doesn't help hide your pores. It didn't help me out with the grease. It pretty much, like, I don't feel like it harmed my skin, but it didn't do anything to help my skin. So I was just like, why? I don't recommend this to you guys. That is it for this video. I feel like I talked a whole lot. Hopefully this video is not going to be too long, but it's just me spitting some truth on how I feel about some products. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to leave me a cool comment down below and subscribe to my channel today. And I love you guys so much. Thanks for being here, and I'll catch you all in my next video. Bye, guys. Chicka chicka fry fry. Tie. I just dabbed my fingers in a bunch of that makeup. You guys could, yeah. We're gonna jump right in and we're gonna get started.